Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress.
Hey, this is Wes, PC Gamer, joined again by Will, PC Gamer video producer, and we're back playing more Dwarf Fortress.
Hello.
As we zoom into the world of Ilverlong.
So we drop on in, pay our dwarves a visit.
Look at all those beds we built last time.
Yeah, we built some beds.
Some pretty sweet beds.
We got some workshops.
Yeah, so it's been a few days since we've played, and we're back, and as I recall, we'd kind of just finished off building some sleeping quarters for the dwarves, and we started setting our miners to work digging out an area that we're going to farm in, and then we set up a farm, and now we have to let that play out, let them do some planting, and we need to build a still.
Yeah, a still and a kitchen.
Need some food, I guess.
Yeah.
We're saving apparently. Why is that happening?
I'm not really sure.
Does that just happen sometimes?
It's now summer.
Oh, whoa, okay.
So yeah,
spring is over.
Yeah. So we also probably want to do some traps.
For our hallway here,
yeah,
to prevent goblin attacks. Other kind of attacks. You never know.
Some kobolds might attack us.
Will wolves just like wander into our fortress?
So I know your previous experiences with Dwarf Fortress involve a very bad situation with wolves. I've never had wolves.
You've never seen a wolf?
Yeah.
So I tried playing adventure mode before and encountered a wolf that killed me because I didn't know how to fight. And then I started a new adventure mode and I encountered another wolf. And I looked up how to fight, and I attacked it, and I killed it.
Nice.
And I think I stopped playing adventure mode after that because I was like, what else is there to do?
Just wolves. No, adventure mode's great, but it's, I don't know, I prefer the Fortress.
It's a whole different kind of
it's a different game, pretty much.
Anyway, we're still paused because you spend most of Dwarf Fortress pause, as I've begun to learn. So we can hit, is it J to look at our tasks list right now?
So got a lot of plants.
Nobody's working except
so we got the carpenters drinking,
and the carpenters drinking, which is
for some reason
it's a form of work.
The farmers are not farming, so our farmers are.
Did they run out of seeds? They shouldn't have run out of seeds.
Because if the task is listed,
was it just because we were paused?
There they go.
It's probably just because we were paused.
Yeah, it's because that pause was the start of a new season. So now that the new season has begun.
So I zoomed out another level and I saw they're coming up this hill, I guess. It's
higher, yeah, maybe it's the shortest route.
Higher up here.
Yeah.
So they're doing some planning. It's just taking a while, I guess.
What I would say, so something else we're going to need is a trading post for our caravan, which will be coming in autumn.
Okay.
So that
we got a lot done in spring.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more concerned with getting the food situation and especially the booze situation taken care of.
Well, let's get that started.
So should we do that stuff on the same level as the farm, you think, or should this be all eventually farm space? I mean, obviously we can dig the walls out even more, but
yeah, and we might not even need that much space. I would do the kitchen and brewery around a communal dining room.
Okay.
So maybe, which could be in there, or we could even dig off of the bedrooms, or we could.
Yeah, we've got a lot of. Let's do that. Yeah. We've got a lot of space over here.
Yeah. So I usually like to try to put my dining room somewhere where my other dwarves are gonna pass through it, because you're gonna have furniture and stuff like that, which eventually can be attractive to the dwarves, and they get happy thoughts for seeing nicely built furniture. So I try to have it somewhere where they're going to be able to access easily and possibly even just go through.
I'm just kind of making a roughly equal square here.
Cool.
For the miners to mine out on this floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have kind of our hub dining hall.
Yeah.
We'll spin off a kitchen maybe over to the left, a brewery to the right, and then they can stagger to bed full and fat after dinner.
Yeah, love it. Another thing I like to sometimes build near the dining hall, near the kitchen and distillery, is a farmer's workshop that you can do. You do a lot of different stuff with farmer's workshops, but one of the things is making cheese. So
I like cheese.
Yeah, cheese is good.
Dwarves
so
like cheese a lot.
We've got a female alpaca, so we'll be able to milk her, get some alpaca cheese. But
do alpacas make good cheese?
I've never had alpaca cheese.
It's good to dwarves, I guess.
I guess so.
They're
I think
cool with it.
anything that gives milk. Well, no, I guess there's certain. Like I don't think you can milk the dog, for example. But I might be wrong.
I don't want to milk the dog.
I've had female dogs in my fortress and never gotten dog milk or dog cheese.
Did you try them? Or would it just?
I think
it
would just.
happen?
I think it's just.
happen?
You set a task to milk creature, and they just kind of milk
They
whoever
just go
wants
find.
to be milked.
They just go find
exactly.
animals to milk.
Yeah,
Jesus,
pretty much.
these dwarves.
Dwarves. They love industry.
You got some puppies though, right?
Yeah, got some puppies.
You didn't milk the puppies.
No.
Can you eat the puppies?
I think you can have them butcher dog.
Oh.
I don't know if they'll eat it. I kind of assumed they would, but dogs are pretty useful for other stuff. I guess if they were starving.
What are the dogs useful for?
Fighting stuff. You can kind of set them to watch an area, which is nice. So cool. We got a little space.
Yeah. So you think we should have? Is there any reason to kind of build separate rooms for like the brewery and kitchen, or can they kind of all just be like in a big open?
They could be in a big open thing. I mean, it's really aesthetic and convenience for the dwarves if they're moving stuff, from a stockpile, like a food stockpile. Should be close to both, but it could be between them. We also might want a fishery for cleaning and processing fish.
I feel like I'm going to
Somewhere near there.
build a little more, build this out a little bit more and have some more space for the food prep and stuff.
Yeah, and we could have that like as a room off of this room if we wanted to, or whatevs.
Maybe I'll get a little fancy with it and have kind of a large doorway there.
I like it.
Can I forget, how do I delete?
If you go to remove designation, which I believe is X.
X.
Yeah. Remember, you're actually outside of your wall on the top too, if you wanted to make it even.
I'm hitting X and it's not. Oh, there we go. Gotta hit enter.
So
This is
so remember, if you dig out there, you're gonna
right.
Be wider.
So same on the bottom actually.
Beautiful. Cool.
Maybe do that on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, you could always do like, I don't know, maybe your hospital.
Do the
on other side or something.
kitchen and brewery use the same resources?
Sometimes there's some crossover.
They'll use some wheat or
Some
something
plants
like that.
or yeah. And then your fishery, you might want. Ooh, you've got some tetrahydrate, which I believe is a ore of silver. It's been a while.
And we got somebody in here. He was chilling in his room, but he wasn't sleeping.
It's just hanging out, maybe.
Hanging out.
I don't know. You could look at him and see what he's doing.
He left already. This guy, Sibrek, our leader,
So if
is
you-
just hanging out.
Yeah.
We hit some yellow zircon too.
Yay, jewels. So yeah, you probably want a fishery in there.
Now, how do I designate this open area here as our common area?
So we'll have to build a table, and then we designate from the table like a room, like the beds.
Let's build a table then.
Might as well do some chairs too.
Have I built a table yet? I feel like
I think so. You might
I thought
have.
I might have built.
Yeah, no.
So for that I have to go down to my workshop here, right?
You can build a stone one or a wood one.
So we gotta go Q. That's right. This is my stone table. Sounds kind of cool. Just like a big King Arthur style.
Yeah.
round table.
And we'll probably end up building a lot of tables, so you could do them in like a big circle if you wanted, or something like
Ooh,
that.
I like that. Rock
Yes.
table.
Yeah. You can do some. The stone chairs are called thrones, but they're the same as chairs. If you want to build some of those.
Wait, there's no distinction between chair and throne?
Well,
Or
for
is it just 'cause it's
stone, it's
stone?
called throne, and for wood, it's called a chair.
Let's build some wood chairs. We don't want these guys getting too like haughty and regal just because they're it's sitting in thrones. They haven't earned that yet.
No.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's another table.
Watch PC Gamer learn how to navigate menus.
How to make chairs in Dwarf Fortress. There's so many keyboard shortcuts that make perfect sense when you just like hit the C button to build a chair. There's just so many to
But then it's
remember.
also C to cancel what you're building, so if you're in the wrong menu and hit it.
Yeah, I end up going back to the pause menu a lot by just hitting escape, trying to get out of whatever menu I'm in.
Now, if I remember correctly, we didn't bring any wheelbarrows because we were like, fuck it, we'll make it. We'll make them when we
That's
get there.
probably true.
And I'm watching dwarves struggle with stone. Why don't we make some wheelbarrows?
So that would be back. Would that be a wood?
Yeah.
A wooden thing? I guess you wouldn't really want a stone wheelbarrow. So
Yeah, I just had this image of cavemen going through.
that's the wrong button.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to hit plus, Q, gotta go back up here. And then
Yeah, add new task.
add new
And then-
task.
Yeah. Should be down towards the bottom. There you go.
See, weapon rack, wheelbarrow. There we go. Should we build a couple? How
Yeah,
many
why
do we
not?
need?
Let's build, like, I don't know, maybe 3, just to have them around. That way, the wheelbarrows get assigned to certain stockpiles, so the dwarf will grab the wheelbarrow to go get whatever he needs to get. Look at that.
Almost done.
Nice.
All right. Let's see who's working. All right, our woodworker's going overtime. We must have our tables done already.
No, I don't think he's even started.
On the tables. I did stone tables. So
Oh, that's
the
right.
Mason,
Stone tables are.
Mason
Must be
was
done.
working
You're
on
right.
it, yeah.
Totally.
Catton, right there.
Yeah.
He's
What
on,
is our carpenter doing?
He's on break, so
Or what is our carpenter not doing?
maybe he's taking a nap. I mean, they're all in bed
Yeah.
right now. Are they wiped out?
Maybe. Oh, is he doing? Wait. Oh, you can look at him with. If you look at him with V, you can see what their task is. So you can see if they're sleeping or. No, they're just hanging, I guess.
He's on break.
Yeah.
He just decided he was on break, I guess.
Yeah, you need a break sometimes.
Can't tell dwarves what to do all the time.
Sometimes their breaks last for a very long time.
Table. So you think we're gonna put a bunch of tables in here?
Probably.
How much
Yeah.
space do they need around them? Any amount?
I just do it based on aesthetics. I mean, wherever you want. He'll or she, whoever builds it. Once it's built, we can designate the room, and you can kind of see how dining rooms work, which is kind of weird, but it's cool.
We'll put a couple tables in right there.
Yeah, oop, there they are. So yeah, if you go to Q now, you can see
Make dining room.
Yeah, and then you can just make that bigger. I think it's plus. I think we are having a weird symbol situation. Do we make it? Yeah, and then you could just do it.
Like that?
Yeah, why not? And then, because eventually we could put a door up at the top, and that'll be nice. Cool.
Do I need to assign these tables? That's just...
No, because
Should I set it as a meeting hall, though?
You could, yeah, why not?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, I think
Excellent.
that's what we want to do. I don't know. I don't want to look it up. But that sounds right to me. Oh, yeah, look, they're all hanging out. Oh, that's cool. The cats are even hanging
Now
out
they're
there.
socializing. They're not
Yeah.
all alone up in their rooms. Well, now they kind of are.
Yeah.
But good.
So I would take a moment to check out your stocks, see how we're doing food-wise. So that's
Status?
Yeah. Let's see if you scroll over to kitchen.
Oh, to kitchen,
Yeah.
not to actual stocks.
So we still have food. Cool.
We've got some grackle brain, some cave lobster.
We got a ton of plump helmets.
We don't know how many exactly.
20 some.
But we have some.
We have 30 some dwarven beer. So we're not starving yet, but we should probably build a kitchen and stuff soon. So we want a kitchen, a brewery, and a fishery. And I just tugged on the sound solution here, so hopefully that's okay.
Be careful with your microphone, Will. All right, so we need to build a brewery. Is that under designations? No. Is it under build? There's so many things on this menu.
I'm like trying to take a hands-off approach and not say anything right now. Can he find it?
Minutes
yes.
of silence.
It's in building. Cold, warmer. It's under workshops. Let's just jump to it.
Now I still have to find
Now I have to find workshops.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see there's a fishery, a kitchen, and a still are the three we'll probably want. And a farmer's workshop eventually, but that's less pressing.
Start with a kitchen.
A firelight kitchen.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Might as well.
Cool.
And let's build our fishery. This place is gonna smell pretty bad.
Yeah. And in fact, rotting smell can be a problem, but we have our refuse pile outside, if you remember.
So they'll be hauling
as long as we're not
heads
under
and stuff.
siege. And that's something when we do build our trading post, we're probably going to want to build some walls around it. So we'll probably want to do that outside. Because a caravan needs a 3x3 space to enter.
Easy caravan.
Yeah. So, look at him go.
I'm excited about this still.
Do you want to build a stockpile while we're waiting? Get those other dwarves a food stockpile?
Yeah, that makes sense. So P pulls up stockpiles.
Yeah.
And is it just F for food?
Yeah.
Is that kind of everything? Oops. Not there.
You could build one around each of them if you wanted. Are there 2 spaces between those? It looks like there are.
There are.
So you could do it like the other.
Now I forget. We just surround the entire thing with the
yeah,
stockpile.
that's what we
like
were
that?
doing before.
And then I will have to designate what kind of
yeah, if you want it to be like
it is.
drinks or whatever. Cool. And we'll probably want a general stockpile for food stuff also at some point.
Right here. Bam.
Sure. We are going to want a.
Do I have to go into designations now to?
I think it's under Q.
That's right.
So let's see what our little dwarves are doing.
So here I'm looking at this.
So that's the one around the
stockpile.
still.
Change
right?
settings.
Yeah.
Food. Okay, and then this is the still. So we want
Yeah.
to turn off all meat.
Yeah. So you want to forbid.
What's forbid? F is forbid.
No
We don't want to
fish,
make
yeah.
beer with fish, or unprepared fish, or eggs.
Yeah. Plants also, but drink plant. Animal.
Drink animal.
Yeah.
What's a
drink animal?
Cheese animal. Nope.
Yeah, we don't. Need
So we
that.
just want the 2 things that say drink, basically.
Yeah. And now I think those are, and you can do the extract too, actually. Go back up to the drinks because I want to see if it's. So those are finished drinks.
Humble you need.
You would go to plant. So yeah, so we actually do want
We need
seed or not seeds, fruit and leaves. So we'll be making drinks out of those.
Oops. Wrong button.
Yay!
So
Dwarf
do we actually
Fortress.
want to forbid these because they're complete things that we're not, or would we want them to be stored there?
We can have them
let
stored
be
there. Yeah.
That makes sense. So
per
P.
Yeah.
Not all. Milled. Would we use?
No,
We wouldn't use
wouldn't
flour.
Flour for that. Fat, no.
Probably,
Paste, no.
probably don't use paste. All right.
Cool.
So just fruits and
I
leaves.
think that's it.
That makes
Cool.
some sense.
Wait, go to plants. Go into that.
Oh, we probably need that
Yeah.
stuff.
Probably need some of them anyway.
We can just
Cool. We can
allow
store it there, and then later, if it becomes a problem, it'll
Allow it.
over full.
So now I'm going to go over to this one. This is the fishery.
Yeah.
QS change settings. Food again. We do just fish and
Yeah.
unprepared fish, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Oh no. Don't want to zoom out.
What did you use to zoom out? Just out of
It was
curiosity.
the bracket,
Oh,
actually,
nice.
which I pressed completely accidentally. We didn't know how to zoom in or out after because it used to be on the scroll wheel.
It used to be the scroll wheel,
And
so
they changed that, and yeah, then we had no idea. Oh, there's more stuff down here.
yeah.
Animal extract.
And lye. Yeah, we don't want lye. Cool.
Should probably do that
Yeah,
for
probably change it.
this guy too.
So if
Extract,
we're
maybe?
lucky enough to, oh well, I guess the milk.
Extract might be useful. Let's make some like Gila Monster Venom beer.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You
Sounds
never
delicious.
know when you want to drink that.
Dwarves like all sorts of stuff.
So
Has
this
a preference for Gila.
This is our kitchen.
Venom
Do we
beer.
want like everything on?
We probably don't need the drink plant, the drink stuff.
Good point.
Um,
Wait, there's no plant cheese. I guess it won't.
yeah,
let-
not yet. Maybe that's a
coming.
future thing.
Future
yeah.
update.
Soy
Plant
cheese. And the soybeans, which I believe are added now in this. new version.
Soybeans. Wow.
Yeah, I think you can grow soy. I'm not 100% sure.
How many video games would you be excited to find out that soybeans have been added? The answer is just this one.
I don't know. If I could grow soybeans in PlanetSide, I'd be pretty pumped.
So I'm going to leave everything on for the kind of general food pile
yeah,
deal
that's fine.
here, and
Cool. And then something else we're going to need is barrels for our. Once we start brewing, we're going to need barrels.
so we need to build some barrels.
Build some barrels. Yeah. Let's see if our carpenter's actually done anything on it.
Look at his jobs.
He's made some stuff.
He should have made a bunch
Yeah.
of chairs.
Yeah, he made the chairs. I guess he hasn't done the. So now, if you look, the carpenter's actually storing items instead of making chairs. If you go to him, you can set him to only work
Do
and
carpenter
not
things.
do any hauling. Yeah, if you want to do that.
We might
Yeah.
need him hauling stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
Now,
Now he's doing it.
if I come down here, I guess he doesn't take. Does he take priority on carpentry tasks over hauling tasks?
I'm not sure. It looks like he is, but I know sometimes I've had dwarves get stuck in a cycle of just not doing what I want them to do, where it seems like they don't have a priority. Yeah, let's make a couple of those.
2 barrels. 3
Yeah,
barrels.
do a few. Yeah, we have a lot of plum helmets, which we make beer from.
We're gonna have a lot of beer then.
Yeah.
So it sounds like
Everybody's working.
we might be getting close to trap time. We need to
Yeah.
start making some traps.
Yeah. Have we made any cages? I guess we haven't.
We haven't made any kind of combat focused stuff at all.
Yeah. At least we're pulling stuff inside now. That's good. Cool. Let's just set our mechanic to make some.
So we're gonna need. Are we gonna have to widen this, or will they just go in on the ground on this floor?
So the dwarves can go. Your dwarves can go over traps without it being a problem.
Okay, that's
so,
good.
I would say don't widen it because our evil doers.
Hey,
will-
Irvad became a planter.
Yay! Oh, there's just some bees down there. I'm still not used to this graphic mod. It's pretty funny. Like, I think that's a bee.
All right, so I'm gonna go down to the workshop.
Yeah.
Get.
Some mechanisms.
Would that be our mason?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, our
Our mechanic.
Our mechanic, yeah.
So let's rock mechanisms.
Yeah. And we should make somewhere a general storage pile, just
Okay.
for everything other than food.
How many mechanisms does he need?
He needs 1 per trap, so I would make just 10 of them. Just go and
Just like line that whole hallway.
Yeah. And the other thing you can do,
That's as many tats. You can only queue up 10 things.
yeah, the other thing you can do though is the repeat commands. So you can have him just repeat a task until he can't do it because he doesn't have materials or gets scared away by a monster
So he
or
can just
whatever.
make dozens and dozens
Yeah.
and dozens of traps while we.
And it's nice
aren't
when you
paying
get
attention.
into like smelting and stuff, because you can set multiple tasks on repeat and they'll alternate them endlessly.
Ooh, that's really cool.
which
So
is very
you would with smelting, what would he be doing? Like forging a slab of iron or something and then turning it into a sword, or?
No, so the sword would be the blacksmith. So the smelter would be maybe making coal out of what's the word I'm looking for? Making coal out of coke, is it? Or my words are getting all confused here. I can't remember what's what. But so you would be making the stuff that you'd be burning, which I guess would be the coke, and then it's been a while since I've done any metal industry stuff, and then smelting ore into bars.
Your only education in metallurgy is in Dwarf Fortress, to be clear.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
true.
you're saying we need another stockpile for just general stuff?
Just somewhere underground. We could even dig it out somewhere.
Yeah. Now that would mostly be used by our masons and
Well,
our carpenters.
it's going to be stuff that they're making.
Got it.
So it's like stuff for finished products, miscellaneous,
Got it.
jewels until we have a jeweler.
In that case, I'm going to finally put this floor to use, which we haven't done anything with yet.
We do another set of workshops, or are you going to do just a giant storage?
I'm going to make a big room and then do some branches off of that we can store stuff in.
These dwarves love big rooms, apparently.
I mean, why build a small room when you can build a big room?
It's true. OCD, OCD, OCD. There you go.
I'm not creative enough yet to design cool stuff, but I can at least make things flush.
Nice.
The least I can do. And the most I can do right now. So we're building some traps, or building contraptions that will turn into traps.
So we'll need, we're going to make cage traps, are the kind of traps we're making. So we'll also need cages for that.
And is that something that the machine specialist will also be building?
In this case, it'll probably be our carpenter. We can also make them out of metal, but obviously we don't have a metal
stronger?
industry yet.
So we can't make them out of stone.
We can't make them out of stone,
but we can make them out of wood or metal.
Yeah,
So we want cages, non-animal traps.
correct.
I probably need 10 of those as well.
Yeah. It's a fair assumption. Cool.
I didn't actually count how many spaces this is. It's probably more than 10.
Yeah, but we can always fill in more later.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 10. Oh, that's all
So
right.
I would say we should start just clearing out our. We got a lot going on right now,
do.
but we could clear out our entryway. So if you notice, a lot of the hill around our entry, our ramp. So if we eventually build a wall here, can I grab
Sure.
the mouse for a second to point? So if we eventually build, say, a wall out here, this is kind of what I'm imagining, or maybe even get really ambitious and do that.
Big fortress.
We should clear out all these ramps so that people
So
can't
that
just
there's
come
flat
down.
ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that just like a digging? We're
Yeah,
just
that's one of the
basically
digging
Tell them
things.
to dig. Tell them to mine that ground. Doing a
Yeah,
good job here.
Mining away.
Looks like they're about half done. Found
Yeah,
some
it's
mica,
nice.
tetrahydrite. This setting resources to high has really paid off.
Yeah.
Shocker,
Easy
right?
mode.
Shocker.
So, let's see what happens though.
No, we haven't actually told anyone to
cook or brew.
Brew yet.
Yeah.
I guess we'll get there. Like you said,
Yeah.
we weren't really running low on resources
We can
yet.
see who our one idler is. We have two now, actually. Our mason and our farmer. So I think one of those is our brewer, I think. Let's see, our cook is cattle, and our brewer is Kavish. So let's see who's doing what.
I forget, so Jay shows all the active.
Yeah. So Kavish is also a miner. He's mining. What is and Kettle's a farmer. He's storing.
He's just moving stuff around.
Yeah.
Astash is finishing up with the wooden cages. Ravad's on break.
Planting's hard work. Now, Urvod's also our doctor. Though we haven't designated a doctor yet, but
Hopefully we won't need him to be a doctor for a while. What's the other button for looking at your dwarves other than J, which is the J shows all the jobs.
U for units.
So that
that's just kind of a general, and then you can also do Z, which is kind of your general status.
right. So I was just on that one.
Yeah. So Z, J,
And U.
yeah.
I like this one because it gives you a very clear description of who has exactly which job.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to remember that.
Yeah. I also like the J menu because you can see what is
What is happening?
what they're primed to do.
Yeah, I think U is better for just looking at the dwarves, and
Yeah.
J is better for figuring
Seeing
out what's going on.
What is going on our digging out level? Are we ready to build
They're almost done.
a stockpile?
So we just can go to designations. No,
Oh, it looks like there's still got a couple more. though.
key stockpiles. Oh, right, they haven't
Yeah.
pulled out.
There's like
These-
a couple
There's like 2 patches
random.
of dirt.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll get back to that. Come on, dude.
The last one, man.
Come on. You guys. You guys.
Wait, who is that? That is Kavish and Iral.
There we go. All right, stockpiles.
Cool.
So
So just
custom stockpile for just like everything, or do we want to kind of break them up into?
I think it's a way to just do everything. I think if you just do an animal, let's just do an animal stockpile, and I think we can then go into settings and turn everything on.
Why not just do custom then?
Because then every time you do custom, so basically you're setting a custom thing if you want to make that custom thing a lot. So the custom setting will stay the same, and you can just keep reusing it.
All right, and then I need to hit Q and then S on
Yeah,
it. QS.
cool. So let's not do food. Let's do furniture.
Not corpses.
Not corpses or refuse. Not stone.
Not
'cause
stone,
We got.
yeah.
It'll get cluttered with stone. Oop. Or do no, where that works.
Wait, will that do everything? I guess.
Maybe just block all, just to
How do I? That
be. Yeah.
that's not. It's not
Weird.
D disable. There we
Okay,
go.
nice. Ammo, sure. Coins,
Gems.
finished goods. And let's do everything but wood. Cool. Great.
And done.
This should start a whole. Yep. Whoop. There they go.
Moving stuff.
There's the
in.
cages. We got some cages going on.
Cages.
So yeah, great.
It's a mass hauling effort. Why don't we come up here and maybe designate some more digging?
Yeah, let's do it. So for this, we can remove upstairs is what we want, which is that third. You gotta actually hit the letter for this menu. Some menus you can't scroll. You gotta hit the Z for it.
Wait, hit Z?
Yeah, to go to the correct one. You can't actually scroll through this menu. Surprise.
Oh, I see. It's
Yeah.
remove upstairs. I was thinking I was just mining on
Oh, yeah.
that stuff. Okay.
So,
How are these visually represented with the base graphics?
I'd have to, if I looked at it, I'd know. I think it's with a greater than and less than.
So I should
Symbols,
probably,
unless it's a V and an
should probably
upside
break
down
out all of this stuff
V.
too, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you want to build it to eventually, if you want to go.
I liked your idea of kind of just walling off
That
this
whole section, yeah.
here.
And we could even do it with wood, because we have all that wood up there, though eventually we would probably want stone, so might as well do stone.
So this is going to keep them busy for a while.
Yeah. Well, that takes a lot less time than...
Because it's just dirt.
Yeah. So you'll see, they basically just clear them out. Well, I guess they're busy.
They might still
they're
be
busy hauling.
Might still be hauling, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of storing happening.
Yeah, Iral is, he's getting on it. There he goes. Get it, yeah.
So how would you say we're doing with our fortress so far?
I think pretty good. We're going to be not living out of our caravan soon, which is kind of what's going on right now.
It's an
So that's
exciting move.
exciting.
Yeah.
We'll also, God, I hope it doesn't somehow cause a collapse over there.
Wait, could that?
No, not from
Could
not
that
from
happen?
this, not from removing ramps, but
So how can you cause collapses?
basically by mining all the connecting stone from a given, given point.
So when you're underground, how do you?
If there's, if
What do you
there's
have to be worried
floor
about?
connecting that's connected to a wall, basically, if you had a room, 2 rooms above each other, and then you were to cut cut out channels around here, the middle part would collapse. So, we haven't really done any channeling. Oh look, they're harvesting. Yay!
Oh,
Look at
someone
'em go.
cancels plant seeds. We must have planted all our plum
Yeah, it
helmets.
looks like it. And if we start brewing, we'll get more plum helmet spawn. Because when you brew with the plum helmet, you get a seed. So we should maybe set that going just as a background task.
How does that work? They take the seeds out while they're brewing
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
throw them in a jar?
Exactly.
Oh, wow, did they dig out all the hills already? Looks like
it looks
they did.
like it. I don't know if
Nice.
you wanted to do that bottom one. Also,
Might want to. Z. Those. Maybe a few of these up
Helmet,
here
yeah.
too.
cool.
Quick job.
Sweet. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's set them brewing. Let's get their drink on.
Look at all these pretty
I know,
leaves.
I kind of like that.
Those
yeah.
are leaves. These are leaves. The green guys.
I think they're
These
red,
leaves
and
too?
I think those are leaves also, just different kinds of trees.
But it's winter, or it's summer. There shouldn't be red trees yet. It's a fall thing.
Maybe they're always red.
Pur-
You could look
purple
at
trees.
if you hit K to look at it.
That's
We
true.
can see what kind of tree it is.
Bayberry tree twigs, bayberry
Where's
leaves,
the
bayberries.
cursor? Oh yeah, peach. They're peach
Peach
trees.
trees.
Oh, and they're
Whoa.
peaches,
Ooh,
which is new with this update. I wonder how you
we
harvest
should
peaches.
get some peaches. Maybe cut down the tree. That seems a
Maybe.
little drastic, but
Maybe they can pick them.
I think that's something for us to investigate next time.
Yeah.
So excited about peaches. So let's get our brewer brewing, and then we should probably call it
Call
a
it.
day. Yeah.
I like
So I go to Q, right?
that. Yep. Still
Or still here, add new task,
brew from plant, and just set that on repeat.
and he'll just pick whatever plant
Yeah.
he's got.
Well, just hit R for one of them,
Ah.
because then then he'll just keep going as long as he's got plants to brew from.
Got it.
Which is what we want. Yeah, well, so if you go into Z, let's show you this last thing, and go into the kitchen. Get in the kitchen. You can see what things are set to what. So,
so we have a bunch of plump helmets. We just don't have a bunch of plump helmet seeds.
Exactly.
That was the issue.
So if he brews or cooks with those, that should
produce seeds.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you can see the permissions, what's permitted to be cooked and what's permitted to be brewed.
So the sweet pod seeds are not allowed to be?
Right, because you don't want him...
or are they not even able to be?
No, you could tell him to cook with them. But,
so why are these just dashed versus this one being red?
The dashed ones you can't cook with.
Okay.
The red ones you don't want to cook with. So it's seeds. You'd rather plant the seeds.
Why can't you cook with pigtails?
They're just not really an edible thing.
Dogs love pigtails.
That's true.
I guess they like
different kind of pigtails.
Pig ears, actually.
These pigtails are a type of plant.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Pigtails.
Botany, actually.
Wow, did we just completely fill up that storehouse?
It looks like they put stone in there, or maybe that's the stone that was left.
It might be stone. That was
we
definitely didn't tell them to do stone.
If we build some bins,
some of these are the mechanisms.
Yeah, we've got mechanisms. What are the blue? Are those gems? If you go,
yeah, those are gems.
So we should build some bins, and they'll.
We have barrels.
Yeah, they're not going to put gems in the barrels.
Not classy enough.
They're not classy for gems.
All right.
Who puts gems in a
rubies
barrel?
In a barrel?
Yeah.
Insulting. All right. Well, so next time, I feel like we're kind of approaching our get ready for autumn phase of the game, which means we need to build better storage, start cooking some food, get some peaches, and get our fortress ready for potential invaders with some traps.
Yeah. I mean, usually when the caravan comes, some evil comes behind it, kind of following it. So we'll just want to be ready.
Foreboding.
Yeah. Look, our ducks are in the dining room. We should make a nesting box for our. Are they ducks? I can't even remember.
I think they're ducks.
Our waterfowl of some sort. Yep, geese and gander.
Gander.
That's kind of like a duck. It's actually a lot like a duck, but it's not a duck.
It's a goose.
Cool. Let's call it a night.
All right. Until next time, this has been Dwarf Fortress in Ilralam.
Sweet.